I'm here to help you with your first grade skills lessons. My name is Miss Janes, and today we're working on lesson 31. Let's get started. Our objectives are to blend and segment single-syllable words, spell tricky words, read with purpose and understanding, and answer written questions about key details of a story. Let's start with some blending and segmenting. Wiggle out your fingers to get them ready. Remember, when you blend, you touch your finger to your thumb. And when you segment, you wiggle your fingers as you say the sound. Let's get started. In, fin. 3 fingers for fin. In, t, on, ton. 3 fingers for ton. T, sh, shaft. 3 fingers for shaft. Sh, lap. 3 fingers for lap. Lap. Halfway through. Jump. 4 fingers for jump. Drip. Drip. 4 fingers for drip. Drip. And vent. 4 fingers for vent. And last one. Built. 4 fingers for built. Built. Great job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Next, we're going to practice writing those tricky words. So get out your paper. On this page, we're going to practice writing the tricky words together on the left side, all the way over. You'll see where I write them. Copy the words as I spell them on this page. The first tricky word we're going to write is A. And that's easy because it's just an A. The second tricky word we're going to write is I. Another easy one. We can't be tricked by this. Make sure you write it capital. The third tricky word is no. N. And then this part is tricky. N-O. Number 4 is of. This whole thing is tricky. O-F is of. I moved the screen down so you can see number 5. Number 5 is going to be from. R. This is the tricky part. O. And then at the end. From. Now on the next page, you'll see the number 6. Number 6 is R. This word is completely tricky. R is spelled A, R, E, R. Number 7 is were. Were starts off with a W, but the rest is tricky. Were. We've got 3 more words to go. I'm going to move the page down again so we can see. Number 8 tricky word is 1, like the number 1. You might remember this one from last year. O-N-E, 1. The next tricky word is who. Who is completely tricky. W-H-O. And the last word is 2, like the number 2. T-W-O, the number 2. Next, we're going to look at another story from Snapshot. Nat, Beth, and their moms are continuing their sightseeing in this story. There are a couple of words I want to tell you about before we read. The first word I want you to know is split. The word split in this story means when someone is to put one leg on the ground in front and one leg behind them to do a split all the way down on the ground. Have you ever seen someone do a split? It's kind of a gymnastics move. I can't do a split. I'm not that flexible. The other word I want you to know before we start is jig. A jig is a dance with lively steps. You might do a jig if you're happy. Let's start reading our new story. The Man in the Black Hat. Do you think that Nat or Beth might try to make this man smile? Let's read the story to find out if they do. Read along with me. All of us got off the bus. Nat led us up to a man in a black hat. Beth, Nat said, that man will not grin. Why not? I said. His job is to stand there as still as a rock and not grin, Nat said. Do you know what the word grin means? Grin is kind of like a little smile. He's trying not to grin because that's his job. Keep reading with me. I will do the best trick I can, Nat said, but I will bet that man will not grin. Nat did a trick and fell on his back. Nat's trick got all of us to grin, but the man in the black hat did not grin. I bet I can get him to grin, I said. I did a split, but the man did not grin. I sang a song and did a jig, but still the man did not grin. Mom got lots of snapshots of us and the man in the black hat. but there is not one snapshot where that man grins. So, did Beth or Nat try to make the man grin? They did try to make him grin, but did it work? No, it didn't work. He did not grin once. Let's look at a couple more questions from this story. What is the man in the black hat not supposed to do? He's not supposed to grin. Why do you think he's not allowed to move or grin? They might want him to stay serious for his job. He is a soldier and he looks like he might be protecting something. What things do Beth and Nat do to try to make the man in the black hat grin? What do you remember? I remember Nat fell down on his back, and Beth did a split, and she did a little jig. She even sang a song. What would you do to get the man to grin? Can you think of something that might make him smile? I wonder if that would work. Maybe someday you'll get the chance to try. We've got 4 questions to answer on our worksheets today. The first question is, what is the job of the man in the black hat? What was his job in this story? If we look back to the beginning, Nat says his job is to stand there as still as a rock and not grin. That helps us answer the question number 1. Let's look at question number 2. Did Beth get the man to grin? In the story, did Beth make him grin? Nope, nobody did. Number 3. What did Nat do to get the man to grin? What did Nat try? He tried a trick and fell on his back. But did the man grin? He didn't. Number 4. Who did Nat get to grin when he did his trick and fell? He made some other people grin. Beth and the moms. They thought it was kind of funny when he fell. That's all we've got for today's lesson. Great work today, and I'll see you all next time.